Welcome back to The Unwritten Life, the life of Claire. We're going to pick it up in chapter 11, Temperance's Steady Pour. While the kiss in the gallery, under the quiet gaze of Leo's magnificent sculpture, felt less like an explosion and more like a profound settling. It wasn't a chaotic rush, but a deep, resonant that vibrated through Claire, anchoring her in a way that she hadn't even known was possible. With Leo, her lovers, everything felt clearer, brighter, yet also remarkably calm. Their connection, born of shared purpose and quiet understanding, now had a whole new layer of tender intimacy. But new beginnings, even beautiful ones, require a steady hand. The exhilaration of their romance and the success of the mural projects brought with it a different kind of challenge, the art of balancing. Claire found herself pulled in multiple directions. The ongoing, yet less stressful family dispute, the demands of her creative projects, her new friendships with Isabella and Mary, and the undeniable magnetic pull of Leo. It would have been easy to throw herself entirely into one thing, especially the intoxicating presence of Leo. But a quiet wisdom was starting to guide her. Leo seemed to understand instinctively their need for harmony. He was a man of intense focus, capable of pouring himself entirely into a project, yet with Claire, he demonstrated a surprising patience. He didn't demand, he simply was. Their dates weren't extravagant affairs, but often involved quiet evenings in his workshop, a shared meal from a tiny neighborhood spot, or long walks through the city, simply talking and existing in comfortable silence. They were learning to blend their individual rhythms, finding a pace that suited them both. Well, one afternoon, Leo arrived at Claire's door carrying 2 steaming cups of herbal tea and a small, intricate wooden puzzle box that he had been working on. Mary suggested this blend, he murmured, handing Claire one of the cups. Said it encourages patience. Thought we might need it. He winked, a rare, playful flash in his dark eyes. They sat on Claire's small fire escape, the city sounds now a distant murmur. He showed her the puzzle box, explaining the delicate balance of its interlocking pieces. How force would only jam it, but a gentle, precise touch would reveal its secrets. It's all about temperance, he explained, his fingers demonstrating the subtle shifts, blending the elements, not overpowering anyone, finding the perfect flow, Leo continued. As they worked on the puzzle together, their hands occasionally brushing each other, Claire reflected on how their relationship was unfolding. It wasn't a sudden, overwhelming fire, but a steady, warm glow. Leah wasn't trying to fill every void in her life, nor was she trying to lose herself in his. Instead, they were learning to pour themselves into each other, carefully, deliberately, blending their distinct spirits without losing their individual essences. He brought a grounded purpose, a powerful drive to manifest. She brought a blooming artistic sensibility, a deeper emotional landscape that he seemed to intuit and embrace. They talked about the future, not in grand, sweeping declarations, but in small, shared visions. A weekend trip out of the city, a collaborative art project, the simple joy of continued presence. There was an unspoken understanding that their connection was a delicate, precious thing, requiring care and respect. It was about finding the right measure, the perfect balance. But later, as Claire finally solved the puzzle box with a soft click, revealing a hidden compartment, he looked at Claire, his gaze deep and full of quiet understanding. See, he said, his voice soft. Patience, persistence, and the right mix. It opens up everything. He took her hand, his thumb gently stroking her knuckles. Like us, finding our flow. Oh. Claire leaned her head on his shoulder, feeling utterly at peace. Her journey from the self-created prison had led her not only to a chaotic freedom, but to a profound sense of harmony. With Leo, her lovers, she was learning the quiet, powerful art of temperance, the beauty steadily pour that blended these two lives into something richer, more vibrant, and perfectly balanced. Well, this is our temperance. I thank you, and I'll see you in chapter 12. Bye bye.